What is going on, everybody? What is going on, everybody? My name is JeffLightsyJr. with Victory Formation. I have a special guest in the building today, Mr. Jordan Hall, commit to the JSU Tigers on the offensive line. Jordan, how's it going, buddy?
It's going great. How you doing?
Hey, I'm good, man. I can't complain. And I know the JSU Tiger Nation is feeling really great about your commitment. You were on a recent visit down there for the homecoming game. But before we get into all of that, man, I really want to ask you about how that went and what you were able to do and see. But let's talk about football and the start of your football career. Who got you in the ball? What made you, like the game, want to play the game, pursue the game? But who got you started in your football early career?
I feel like really probably my mom, because that's when I started playing. I started playing like Pee Wee football when I was younger. But as I got older, I kind of grown out of football and started playing basketball. But then in high school, I went back to football. But I was really a hooper first.
He was a hooper. So what do you think you were just better at basketball? Is that what made you, gravitate towards that more so football? Or is that what that was like during that period?
Not that I was better. I just liked it more. Yeah.
So when you were in high school, was it somebody that seen you and seen your size was like, hey, you need to come play for us? Like, how did you end up back on the football field?
My high school football coach. He was, I was talking to him about it. He was talking about how I can go farther with football. I probably could in basketball at the time.
I got you, man.
And then,
I got you.
When I started, actually, I picked up. I started playing, and I started junior year, and I was able to pick up 15 offers in less than a year. It was like in a span of a couple months.
Wow. So let's talk about that. Let's jump right into it, man. Your high school career. You saying that were you mainly playing like JV before the junior year, or kind of or was it freshman ball, JV?
I wasn't.
You wasn't playing it.
I was on the field. I was on the court. I was hooping.
So you didn't play football at all until you're a junior in high school?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Like what? So you were walking around the halls of what's it? KIPP? Is the KIPP High School? Is that KIPP High School?
Columbus.
KIPP Columbus. Okay.
Yeah.
I was walking around KIPP Columbus, and finally somebody stopped you when you were a junior and was like, "Hey, bro, come hop on the field, dog."
Yeah. I mean, they been telling me to hop on the field, but I'm like, I play basketball, bro. That's not for me.
So let's talk. What was that?
I was saying, and then I gave it a try, and here we are now.
Wow, bro. So let's talk about that, man. You get on the field after not playing for a long time. Did it just come natural to just move people around, or did you have to get back into the groove of things? Because it sounds like it kind of took off pretty quick.
Yeah, it took off quick on the recruiting wise, but it coming back natural, no, it didn't.
Once again, we're talking to Jordan Hall, 3-star JSU commit out of Columbus, Ohio. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe. And so, Jordan, you were explaining to me that, during your junior year, you said it wasn't natural, but you seem to have gotten a groove of things. How did recruiting start? And it sounds like it took off that first year, but who was the first team to kind of reach out? When did you kind of notice that, hey, you could actually play football at the next level?
The first team that actually reached out, it was Toledo.
Okay.
They ended up coming to our school after the season, offering me and 2 other people. And that's when I was that's when I really saw. I was like, yo, I played a couple games and I got a D1 offer. I'm like, this can really take off. Yeah. And then that's when I started pursuing it more heavily.
I got you, man. So you said Toledo came, and then obviously 14 other schools came out during that year. Yeah. When did JSU get involved? Who was the coach that first reached out? When did they get involved, and how did that process start to work?
The coach that reached out was Coach Brewster.
Okay.
Yeah. He actually texted me on Twitter and told me to call him. And I called him. We had a good conversation for like 30 minutes. And then he ended up offering me and telling me that they want to bring me on for a visit.
And so, what was your mindset when you got to talk to Coach Brewster and got that JSU offer? Did you know much about what was happening at JSU? Kind of, what was your process behind that?
I know what's happening at JSU. Like I'm pretty sure the whole world knows what's going on at JSU.
And so, before JSU kind of got involved, did you know much about HBCUs or like anything that was happening there, or was that kind of new to you when that came along?
It was kind of new to me.
Okay.
Like I ain't know much about HBCUs other than it was like black colleges. That's really like all I knew about it.
I got you, man. I got you. And so you took your visit to well, before your visit, you were actually committed by the time you took your visit. What made you go ahead and pull the trigger and go ahead and commit to Coach Prime, Coach Brewster, and the rest of the guys over at JSU?
It was the relationship that me and Coach Brewster built over the time. He offered me, and then it was me wanting to be a part of something different. It was me. I wanted to build my own legacy, going a different route than everybody else would.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So when you come back, when you decide to commit, right? Who's the first person that you tell? Do you tell the coaches first? Do you tell moms first? Like, who is the people, and what are their reactions when you tell them that you commit to Jackson State?
I told my high school coaching staff that.
Okay.
Yeah, they were obviously happy for me, excited, and then after that, I told Coach Brewster, and he was on board. He wanted me, so I was ready to roll after that, and I told Mom.
So what was Mom?
Oh, sorry.
What was? Oh, it's all good, man. What was Mom's reaction when you told her, "Hey, your son's going to college for free, and not only are you going to college, but you're going to go play at Jackson State"?
Like people keep calling me for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're a popular guy, man. But what was you were saying? You were talking about Mom?
Yeah, she wanted me to go to a HBCU anyway, and like I was talking to her about it. I'm like, if I had to go to one, it will only be JSU. So if it's not JSU, then I'm not going. Like I told her that back, like it was back in the off season, like last season, like it was like after the playoffs. I was like, it was like back in like I want to say it was like back in like November last year or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I was talking to her about it, and my coaches. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to HBCU unless it's JSU, and then it happened. So now we here.
Hey, man, it's almost like you manifested it, dog. Almost like, you spoke it into existence. It's something you wanted to do. Around that time, you said of November of last year, I think Travis Hunter went ahead and signed with JSU in December. You being a high school athlete at the time, was that something that you noticed? And if so, what did you think about that at the time?
Yeah, it was something that the whole country noticed. I'm like, hey, why not be different?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I noticed it. I'm like, but like in my head, I wasn't nothing about it because like at the time, I ain't had an office. So I'm like, shoot, I'm about to go to one of these schools that's, like just like a regular school.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Well, let's talk about you went ahead and took a visit down to Jackson State for their homecoming game, man. What was that like? What was that atmosphere? It's 50,000 people in the building. They got a win over Campbell. You were there. You kind of took it all in. What was that like for you?
The atmosphere was like electrifying. Like it was so many fans. They all cheering, and I was on the field. I was on the field during the warm-ups, and like they was looking like very focused and professional. I love it. I love that every part of it.
Absolutely, man. Who all got to go on a visit with you? Who was on your official visit with you?
It was just me and Mom.
Okay. How did Mom kind of like? What was her experience like?
I mean, she was excited. I feel like she was really excited to see the band play. Like that was that was like her main thing that she wanted to actually see. Because I think she used to be in a band back in her college days.
I got you. Now, you don't have to let me in on all the secrets, but I saw you were in the locker room. You were trying on the jerseys. How'd that jersey feel on you, man? What that feel like to see that Jackson State across your chest?
It felt amazing. I ain't gonna lie. It felt good. It felt like I actually it felt like I belonged there. I ain't gonna lie.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Now, you don't have to let me in on the entire conversation, but what was something I saw you, take some pictures with Coach Prime? What was some of that conversation like?
It was me, him, and Coach Brewster. We was talking about football and me getting to the next level and like what it takes to do everything, or basically like what it takes to be great. And he was asking me about like the stuff I do in high school and stuff.
Okay, man. So let's, and I won't hold you for too much longer. Once again, we're talking to Jordan Hall, Columbus, Ohio. He's committed to Jackson State. He'll be a part of that 2023 recruiting class. And one thing that's really special about you, man, and the guys in your class is that Coach Prime talks about all the time that he mainly gets most of his recruits from the portal, and only a few high school recruits that they'll accept as far as going into the recruiting class. And you are one of those guys. How does that feel to know that you're one of a select few amount of guys? It's a million people want your spot, bro. And you're one of the guys to get that spot. How does that feel?
It feels amazing because I was actually talking to Coach Brewster about that too. It was they offered me. He was like, yeah, they usually only offer a couple kids and then like they get the rest out of the portal. And he was like, me getting this offer is a big deal. So, I was excited off the jump for it.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Now, I want to ask you about just school, right? Like you're going to JSU, you're a student athlete, but you have to go to class. What is something that you think you might want to major in when you get to Jackson State?
That's a great question because, like, when they asked me, I didn't have an answer for it. I ain't gonna lie. It was I'll probably say something to do with sports though.
Okay. So outside of football, man, what are some of your activities, some of your hobbies that you like besides playing football? I know basketball is one of them. I forgot.
Yeah.
You're a hooper at art.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. If I ain't working out or playing football, I'm inside. I'm inside either playing video games or watching anime. I ain't gonna lie.
Watching what?
Anime.
Okay, what's your favorite anime?
Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, that's the best one, man. That is a classic, man. That is a classic. It's my favorite as well. I'm a big DBZ guy. Okay, so video games. What's your go-to video game?
So probably right now, 2K, Need for Speed, Call of Duty, probably Fortnite right now.
I got you.
Yeah.
Are you a Xbox guy or PlayStation person?
Xbox all the way. Xbox.
Oh man, you one of the rare, man. We don't get a lot of Xbox dudes on here, man. We don't get too many of them. I got you. So do your friends have? Do they have Xboxes you can play with online?
Yeah.
Man, that must be a Columbus thing because I don't get to talk to many folks.
It probably is. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. I know people who have PS4s too. I'm like, bro, PlayStation not the move though. It's just not better than Xbox in my opinion.
And it's so hard to get them PS5s. Oh my god, they've been out for like 2-3 years, and you still can't just go in a store and get one. But you know,
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, who want that console, bro? Like, Forget about it.
I feel you, man. Okay, so Jordan, in your headphones before a game, who is somebody or a couple of artists that you tapping into before you get ready to go play on Friday nights?
21 Savage, MG Sleepy.
Ooh, you put me on. I don't know who MG Sleepy is. That's a new one for me.
Lil Baby. And probably some Rio.
Okay. It's some good artists in there. Some really good artists for the folks that haven't seen you play. First of all, what's your like measurables and in what position? I know you're on the offensive line, but what is their exact position that J State wants you to play?
Left tackle. I mean, I can do both, so either left or right. It don't really matter. But, left tackle, I'm 6'8", and I'm 325 right now.
6'8", 325. Man, that is some nice size on you, big dog. Were you always the tallest kid in school, or were you, or did you kind of hit a growth spurt?
Nah, I always been the tallest kid. Like I think going into my freshman year, I was 6'6".
Wow.
Yeah.
You were 6'6" in middle school.
I probably.
I see why you was a hooper. I see.
Yeah,
that makes
sense now.
That makes sense now.
I think I grew like 3 inches in 1 year. Like 3 inches in 1 year, and then I think I was like 6'5" in 8th grade, and then I ended up growing again that summer, and then I was 6'6" in my freshman year. Yeah, that's why I was hooping. That's why I was on the court the whole time.
I'm with you now. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I knew some reason I thought you were only around 6'4". Didn't think you were 6'8", big dog. I'm not even gonna lie. I must have read wrong somewhere. I read it. I don't know, maybe my dyslexia kind of messed it up or something. I don't know, but like I didn't know you were 6'8". No, that is wild. That is wild, man. And so Jordan, what are so like you're at high school, you're gonna join the team, hopefully during the summer and everything. What are your predictions for JSU the rest of the way? What do you think Coach Prime, Coach Brewster, Shador, and the rest of those guys going to be able to do throughout the rest of the season?
Undefeated champions, for sure. Undefeated champions, for sure.
Undefeated. Absolutely, man.
I believe they got all the pieces they need to do it. So I feel like they going execute the plan and do it. I don't see
now. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Now that you're a part of the class, as a guy part of the 2023 class, I haven't been asking recruits this, but I'm curious. Do you help Coach Brewster, Coach Prime, and those guys recruit other players? Or is there anybody that you suggest to them, or how does that kind of work?
I mean, nah, not like suggested to them. Like you talking about like have like I ever asked them to like look at somebody's film?
Possibly, or if there's a guy that you know that they're looking at, maybe you reach out to him. Does that work? Like, does that kind of work that way?
I texted some people who like already had the offer.
Okay.
I'm like, you might as well just come home, JSU where it's at.
I feel you, man. I feel you. How do you talk to the other guys a part of the class? Like, do you guys talk?
Oh yeah. When I went down there, I'm actually cool with some people who's when they visit. So we locked in.
That's awesome, man. Once again, we're talking to Jordan Hall, Columbus, Ohio, JSU commit, going to go play for Coach Prime in the class of 2023. Jordan, I'll get you out on this, man. For the folks that haven't been able to see you play, just how would you describe your game, and what are you going to be able to bring to the Jackson State football team in the fall of 2023?
Can you repeat that? Can you repeat that?
Okay, yeah. No, I was like, for the folks that haven't been able to see you play football just yet, just what how would you describe your
sorry. Like they how I would describe my game and like how I play. Like if I had to compare myself to somebody else, I would compare myself to DeJuan Jones from Ohio State.
Okay.
Yeah. He played right tackle. Like I feel like I'm somewhat similar to him because like we both big burly guys, you know, who used to play basketball too. Like he used to hoop too. I used to hoop. You know, it's just like some similarities there. And then I feel like I'm gonna bring a lot to Jackson State. Like, you know, I feel like I'm gonna bring hard work and effort. Hard work and effort.
Absolutely, man. Well, Jordan, once again, this is Jordan Hall out of Kips Columbus in Ohio. He is a 3-star commit to Jackson State. He will be a part of that class of 2023. Jordan, man, appreciate it taking a few minutes out of your day to talk with me. Hey, and good luck to you the rest of your high school season. And of course, when you hit 1400 Lynch Street to play for Coach Prime, man. Hey, good luck to you and congratulations. And looking forward to seeing what you do in the future.
Thank you.
No problem, man. Once again, you're watching the Victory Formation. Hit that thumbs up button on your way out, and we will see you next.